guys, welcome to my channel. I am in a park right now, and I just wanted to share with you guys that are currently job seeking some tips real briefly on how you can find your dream job even in the midst of coronavirus. Corona is not it's not like a stumbling block. Like, you can still find the dream job that you want, irrespective of everything going on in the news and everything that may be discouraging you as far as the data goes. So just stick around. I'm gonna give you some 10 gems that if you follow this, believe me, you would get your own dream job. This is coming from someone that has been doing talent acquisition for a long while and is in the HR space. For those of you that don't know, I got my master's in industrial psychology, and I'm actually currently doing work for companies, you know, in terms of using psychological principles to help them grow. So again, just a little bit of my background. I will jump right into the tips I have for you today. All right, these are telltale things. Just do this and just feel free to flood my comments with thank you when you're done, okay? So the first thing I would say is to decide why you are actually looking to leave this current job you have, right? That's really important. The first thing ever is just sit down, evaluate. Is it that you have an unsupportive manager? Is it the culture of your workplace? Is it very toxic for you? Do you not believe in the values and the mission of the company anymore? Is the mission going to a direction or going in a direction that you no longer that no longer benefits you? Is there no clear-cut growth path for you? So all those things are questions that you'd have to answer before going to step 2. So the second point I'll leave you guys with is to meditate on scriptures. So scriptures such as I can do all things through Christ that gives me strength. I would actually put those scriptures below, or I actually will add those scriptures to this video. So scriptures like I can do all things through Christ that gives me strength. Psalm 23 verse 1 that says that the Lord is your shepherd, you shall not want. Scriptures like, delight yourself in the Lord and he'll give you the desires of your heart. Scriptures like, trust in the Lord and lean not on your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Scripture like that will work on your spirit man. That would also spill into what you start to believe. You start to have confidence and knowing that God is for you and God is for you in this process. All right, so now that we have those two down, step 3 is to actually have a plan. So map out your career trajectory. What is your next step? What give you a roadmap to what you should be looking for? All right, you guys, so I was actually reviewing some of the footage that I just finished recording, and I realized that some of the points that I had was not included. It was cut at some point. So I honestly want you guys to get like a robust strategy that I'm putting together. So I just decided to like insert this clip of some of the other points that I have. So right after you mapping out your career trajectory, the other thing I would honestly say is to do your research. There is no going going around this point, honestly, you guys, because not only would that help you like really know what the market value is for the position that you're looking to go into, just being knowledgeable overall just sets you up for for the interview process. So the more you know, the more confident you are, right? So it's really important to research things such as like what kind of company, what industry are you looking to work in, what kind of company culture interests you or would you thrive in most. Would you thrive in a competitive culture? Would you thrive in a collaborative culture, and so on? Culture in essence is just the personality of the company. So knowing your own personality is there's some people that are great workers, but if when I do the evaluation, it's not a good fit. And when you hear that word fit, it just means like you're not where you need to be. No matter how great you are, you would not thrive in that particular culture. So knowing how much it pays for the position that you're actually looking to get into, so you don't shortchange yourself at any point where maybe you are undervaluing yourself. So those things you will get when you do the proper research, right? The other thing I would say is just check out, constantly check out the career page of the company that you're looking to work at, because things get changed like really quick. A position that may be open today may not be open again. The position that may not be open today may just be open when you're in fact looking. So it's really important to just constantly browse the career page of companies that you would really want to work at, because you might just be be one of the first fresh batch of like the new wave of candidates that they're collecting. Another thing is also to clean up your resume, guys. So there's no going around this. A lot of people don't actually enjoy it, and if you don't, it's completely fine. There are people that you can actually pay a little change, you know, that would help you, you know, put keywords that you need that catches the attention of recruiters, or based on the algorithm there are some specific keywords that the researcher or the researcher that the recruiter may have set, you know, to pull resumes that have those particular keywords. So those are really important for you to know, because you might have the best resume ever, but it's not really, you know, popping up to the right places. So this point is actually one of the most important points. I could say everything and talk to you and advise till the saliva runs out of my mouth, but if you guys don't take that initiative to apply to the job that you actually want to work in, all this is just, it doesn't do anything, right? So it's really important that you just send the darn application, do the thing, do the work. Okay, it's not easy, although I must mention though, like if you have been out of the job market for a long while, it's actually a lot more easy now to apply. A lot of companies have caught on rather to knowing that, you know, to appeal to a certain generation, you know, Z's, X, that you have to make things easier. This generation, they don't like complicated stuff, so you know, any kind of like mobile 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 steps application, you know, you can always apply. And some also, you know, you may have to put in a little bit extra you know, information about things, but some of them even auto-populate for you if you're applying to several jobs for a while. You know, it kind of saves your the recurring things that you usually would put in, and it just kind of makes things way easier for you. So don't be afraid, okay? Just do the darn application. You cannot, if you clean up your resume and you hold on to it, they would not find you, okay? Newsflash, they wouldn't find you. So send in those application, apply. Don't get tired. One tip also is to note that there are actually times of the day that that really helps, you know, boost your chances that the recruiter will call you. So if you apply like really late at night and super early in the morning, what happens is when the recruiter gets to work at the office, that's what pops up first, right? Don't try not to apply too much like during the day. It doesn't mean that they won't call you, because, you know, you're valuable, they'll call you. So that pretty much increases visibility of your resume, okay? So if you apply during those times, okay, it doesn't mean if you apply in other times you won't, you know, your resume will be buried, but again, those are just like based on science and data, okay? Or when you actually get the invite to actually come in to the company to interview, I would say just show up as your real authentic self. Don't be what you're not. You know, don't be who you're not, because if you think about it, if this is a company that you're going to work for long term, why be anything other than what you really are, right? And if they don't love you for who you are, maybe that's not where you need to be. And one thing I like to tell people is that don't go into a job interview with the mindset that you need them. You know, you need them as much as they need you. You know what I mean? So go into it like you are the commodity, you are the person that they need to scale, or you are the person that they need to get to that promised land. You know, you go in there with confidence, knowing your stuff. You know, that even if you don't know everything, you know, still you know what you know, and what you know will still help them some. So go in there with that mindset and that confidence that, you know, whatever contribution you put in will still help propagate the company forward, and that makes a whole lot of difference. You know, I interview a lot of people, and there's some people that come in, they have all the amazing credentials on paper, and they show up like, you know, like they're just like, just choose me, please, beg, you know, and it's such a turn off, I'm not gonna lie. And there's some people that they might not, they just literally like, what they know is not even cutting it, but the way they carry themselves, the way they talk about things that they actually do know, and they focus on their strengths, not their weaknesses. Oh my God, it's just mind-blowing that you can't but, you know, ask them to come back for, you know, for next steps. So the next step is after, you know, the interview is over, it's really important, okay, to you know, just send thank you notes. It's you know, recruiters are busy, right? And they you know, took that time out of so many people that maybe may have applied, and they ad you come in. So, you know, get their business card, or whoever interview you, get their business card, you know, and send thank you note. Like my rule is just send it at least within 24 hours after the actual interview, and just tell them how much you appreciate it. Tell them exactly what you what kind of solidifies that you are even going to be the best fit for that position, and just kind of, you know, say something else maybe that came up during the interview that will make you memorable, you know, to them. Okay, another tip that I would say is, you know, a lot of people typically don't advise that you do this, but after 1 week, if you don't hear from them, reach out again. Okay, it doesn't mean you're desperate. We say during the interview they tell you they'll reach out to you after the 3rd day, and it's day 4 and you still haven't heard anything. Please reach out. It doesn't mean you're desperate. It doesn't mean anything. It actually means that you're really interested in the opportunity, and it brings you back to the limelight. So again, if you follow all of this, guys, I assure you, especially the scripture part, the confident part, and also doing your homework, I really assure you, COVID or no COVID, you're going to get your dream job this year. Okay, and yeah, just in the comment below, just let me know where you are in your process, and you know, if you want to chat a little bit more, you can connect with me via email. And thank you so much, you guys. You can do all things through God that gives you strength. A job is just one of those things, and it's something that you would get, I assure you. Thank you so much for sticking to this point in the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.